Welcome to the Sugar River Trail,
located in southern Wisconsin.
Beginning in New Glarus and traversing 22 miles to Brodhead, this rail trail is a quiet retreat in a rural setting with bridges, scenic views, and even a covered bridge. So let's lift a foot and explore this timeless trail. Visitors will find 4 main trailheads along the route with resources located right at or very near the trail. The northern terminus in New Glarus, known as the Little Switzerland, is an optimal place to begin. The quaint town supplies ample parking, a variety of restaurants, many with distinct Swiss influence, and a historic depot with visitor information located right at the trailhead.
Well, we've read a lot about this trail and we understand that it starts out paved. We're experiencing that now. No, a lot of root pops early on, but it's smoothing out now. It's going to be turning to gravel here in a minute as we follow along the highway to get into the countryside.
The upcoming transition in 0.3 miles from the paved trail to crushed limestone at Highway 69 marks a very busy hub for the journey. This is where you'll find the iconic Chalet Landhouse Inn with direct access to the trail, as well as a 1.5-mile spur leading to the New Glarus Woods State Park. The park offers primitive campsites for tents and small RVs, with early reservations recommended on the DNR website. Crossing the busy highway and moving into the quieter landscape, the trail meets the first of 14 wooden trestles. These crossings, especially along the Little Sugar River, are frequented by anglers visiting this high-quality Class II trout stream. The DNR website is also a fantastic resource for fishing locations, regulations, and obtaining a fishing license, which is required by the state of Wisconsin for those 16 and older.
This trail is located in south central or southern Wisconsin, depending on how you want to divide the state. Being a Wisconsin trail, you're required to have a trail pass in order to ride the trail. From what we understand, occasionally you will be stopped and asked to present your trail pass. It's $5 a day, or you can buy a pass for the entire year, calendar year, for $25. We elected to take in as many trails as we could here in Wisconsin and just bought the annual pass. Plus, the money goes to support the trails.
Securing your trail pass is straightforward, with several options available in each of the trail's communities. In addition to the paperwork at all 4 main trailheads, you can find vendors at local libraries and businesses in New Glarus, Monticello, Albany, and Brodhead. For the most convenient option, passes can be purchased 24/7 through the DNR's website. The annual pass receives a digital version, which can be stored in a mobile wallet, and for the daily passes, save a screenshot for your receipt. This will ensure you have your pass ready on your phone should a ranger or trail official request it.
We are really excited to be riding the Sugar River Trail today. It was originally a part of the Mississippi-Milwaukee Railroad, and it was extended over the years all the way over from Milwaukee. It's got quite a long name, the proper name for the railroad, but the locals just called it the old Lindbergher line, I guess. I don't know why. Maybe we'll smell some stinky cheese along the way.
While the route originally did grow from the ambitious Milwaukee and Mississippi Railroad, it was actually in 1887 that the line to New Glarus was fully realized under its successor, the Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, and Pacific, or simply the Milwaukee Road. For nearly a century, this branch was the economic lifeline for the region, famously nicknamed the Limburger Express for the massive quantities of cheese it hauled from the Sugar River Valley to the rest of the country. In 1905, there were over 200 cheese factories in the region, and by 1925, this small pocket of Wisconsin was producing the most Swiss and Limburger cheese in America. When the Milwaukee Road retired the line in 1972, due in part to the expansion of the interstate highway system, the state of Wisconsin moved quickly to preserve and convert this flat, 1% grade corridor, creating one of the earliest and most scenic rail-to-trail conversions in the United States.
Hunting grounds, public hunting grounds, between Monticello and Albany on this trail. So when you're riding the trail between these 2 points, it's good to wear bright colors. I'm wearing red today. Traveling fan was wearing bright orange. I think she's maybe more dressed for the hunters than I am.
I'm ready. I am not a deer. I am not a deer.
That's right.
Except to you.
There you go. That's right.
While the scenery is quite peaceful, it's important to remember that parts of this route are designated for hunting from October to January. The specific 8-mile stretch to be aware of runs from Highway EE in Monticello to the north side of Highway 59 in Albany. Even though the actual trail corridor is closed to hunting during the busy summer months, the surrounding valley is active with local hunters on private land year-round. We rode in September and heard distant gunshots during our trip, so it's a great idea to wear bright colors anytime you're out riding in a remote area.
Deer stand. Oh, those are sandhill cranes right there by it. I'll hold it up higher, but right in front of the deer stand, there's sandhill cranes. There you go. You were asking that question earlier, whether the sandhill cranes are migrating, and I bet they are. They're such massive birds, you'd think they could just fly forever.
Those massive birds are every bit as impressive as they look. Standing nearly 4 feet tall with a wingspan that can reach 6 to 6.5 feet, they are built for the long haul. You'll often hear them before you see them. Their unique rattling call is prehistoric and can carry for miles across the valley. Their presence in this area is actually a major conservation success story. In the 1930s, there were fewer than 25 nesting pairs left in Wisconsin, but today, due in part to major Wisconsin DNR habitat restoration efforts, that number has grown to over 100,000. By early September, the birds gather in the fields for staging, essentially a weeks-long feast in the surrounding valley to fuel up for the journey ahead. They won't actually head south until the cold fronts of mid-November arrive, but once the timing is right, they use strong north winds and rising currents to glide south, sometimes covering 500 miles in one day on their journey to Florida or Georgia.
Oh, look
at the rock to the right. That thing's huge.
Yeah, your timing was perfect. I was just pointing at it. Just cropped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, caught my eye as we were going by. It's interesting because there's no other rocks around. It's just that one huge one. Makes you wonder where it came from.
Yeah, you do wonder if it was deposited there by the glaciers, maybe. Looked very out of place.
The eye-catching boulders in the woods right after bridge number 6 don't actually belong to this landscape. They are indeed from the glaciers and are called Erratics. About 18,000 years ago, the Laurentide ice sheet pushed down from the north, carrying these hitchhikers all the way from Lake Superior and Canada. When the glacier finally melted right here in the Sugar River Valley, it dropped the giant stones exactly where they sit today. Then, just past the boulders, the trail reveals an even older geological story. These striking rock faces are St. Peter sandstone, a layer of bedrock formed nearly 450 million years ago when Wisconsin sat at the bottom of a tropical sea. While the boulders were dropped here by the ice, these cliffs were carved out by the railroad workers over a century ago to make way for the tracks.
Another cool fact about this trail is it intersects with other really awesome trails. There's a pan-Wisconsin hiking trail called the Ice Age Trail, and there is also the Badger State Trail, which goes all the way down to Illinois that connects to the Sugar River State Trail. So a great jumping off point for many trails.
The town of Monticello serves as the primary connection for both the Ice Age and Badger State Trail. But long before it became a jumping-off point for modern trail users, this town was a bustling railroad hub, earning the nickname the Grand Central of Greene County in the late 1800s. At the trailhead, the original Illinois Central Depot still stands near the site of what used to be the high-traffic Diamond Junction, where the east-west line of the Milwaukee Road crossed the north-south tracks of the Illinois Central. There was a competitive rivalry between these two lines, with evidence being found in the old cheese warehouse located behind the depot. To appease both railroads simultaneously, the warehouse was built with two distinct sections. One side has local limestone for the Milwaukee Road, who preferred a more regional character, and on the other side is brick for the Illinois Central, which wanted to portray a more modern, professional feel. Today, this junction remains one of the most significant trail crossroads in the state. And it's a rare point where two major rail trails seamlessly converge, acting as a historical gateway to miles of adventure in every direction.
Hey, good morning. Oh, that is a good idea. These mosquitoes, oh my gosh.
Passing a group of locals in full bug netting is a sure sign that Wisconsin's hatch season is in full swing. While most riders can get by with a quick application of repellent, those deep woods nets are a strategic response to the local bug population, which shifts from buffalo gnats in the spring to aggressive deer flies during the summer heat. By September and into the fall, the focus turns to late-season mosquitoes, which remain active right up until the first frost. While you likely won't need mosquito netting while you're moving, the biting bugs can quickly find you the moment you stop to check out the scenery, so it's a good idea to add bug spray to your supply list before heading out to ride through the marshy areas of the trail. Rolling through the quiet town of Albany, it's a wonder to think back to the late 1800s, when this area was known as the River of Pearls. A massive pearl rush, sparked by the tiny treasures found in the local freshwater mussels, brought fortune seekers from all over to the banks of the Sugar River, turning this peaceful crossing into a booming industrial center where towering piles of shells lined the riverbanks for miles. Today's treasures for riders along the trail are more practical, with a well-equipped trailhead at the edge of town.
Oh, it's the covered bridge!
Hey!
Wow! Well, we're gonna have to stop with this.
This beautiful replica bridge pays homage to a lost piece of local engineering. The original Clarence covered bridge was built in the 1860s and stood 2 miles west of here. It served as a vital link for stagecoach crossings over the Sugar River for nearly 70 years. Not built for the weight of the increased automobile and industrial traffic, the aging structure failed in 1931 when a heavy truck broke through the wooden floor and the bridge was eventually demolished. But in 1984, the Brodhead JCs resurrected the landmark, this time along the pedestrian trail over Norwegian Creek. Constructed by over 200 volunteers using salvage wood from local barns, the replica served as a centerpiece for the town's centennial and a symbolic pivot from the rail era to a new future in trail tourism.
Coming up on our turnaround point in Brodhead. Now, it doesn't look like there's a park or anything to mark or commemorate the turnaround. I think the trail just kind of stops, but that's okay. We've had a great ride. It's about 22, 23 miles, I think they say in some writings of the trail. So we'll go to the end, see what it looks like, and turn around and head back.
As we neared the terminus of the trail, we discussed our plans for a recommended side trip to a Wisconsin staple, the Glarus Brewing Company.
That's right, Glarus Brewing Company, home of Spotted Cow beer.
Only sold in Wisconsin.
I'm embarrassed to say I only recently learned this fact that you can only buy Spotted Cow in Wisconsin. In my defense, it kept showing up at parties, so I just thought, hey, it's really good beer. You can get it anywhere. Nope, people are driving to Wisconsin to buy this beer.
Located just a half mile from the Glarus trailhead, the brewery is an easy pedal away. Though many do choose to drive the short distance to better stock up on their favorite Wisconsin-only varieties. Inside, the self-guided tour leads you past their massive gleaming copper kettles imported from Germany, where the brewing process begins. The tour then brings you eye level with the packaging floor, where specialized machines clean and fill stainless steel kegs to be shipped to bars and restaurants all across Wisconsin.
This is the end of the line. I can see it. It is a trailhead. Now that I didn't know. But this is the end of the line, right at the solar farm. And this should be Decatur Road. And sure enough,
That's it.
the trail stops.
Well, you know you're done.
Thanks for joining us on the Sugar River State Trail. Our final mileage count for the day, 44 miles. For a point of view, no commentary full ride of this trail, be sure to check out our channel and subscribe to stay connected to even more great trails.